Alright, hello and welcome. Today I'll be going over a little bit more of the Visual Studio tutorials I have set up here. We should get rid of the recycling bin. There we go. Nice clean desktop. Today I'll go ahead and talk about how to add it to your account. And by default, I don't think I went over in the past tutorial, I just went ahead and pinned it to my taskbar. So if you're on Windows 8, you're going to have to go and press this thing, or you can go ahead and go back and you could just start typing Visual Studio. You'll see it to the right, and then you can right click pin to start. But you're gonna want to do pin to taskbar. If you pin to start, it will just be right here, which is fine also. And then you can do resize and make small if you want. Then you can play around with it whatsoever. But I'll make it medium. Alright, so anyways, Visual Studio, you can sign in with your Microsoft account. It's kind of cool because you can also then you get your own little project management with Visual Studio. It's kind of cool. So we'll go over that. So first we're going to just sign in, and I will sign in with the same account I'm logged in with on my computer. Okay, so I'll sign in with my Microsoft account. And I'll sign in. And yeah, we're getting things ready. Good, good. Alright. And then we can see View My Visual Studio Profile. It's going to take us to the web browser. And then we're going to go ahead and log in here. Alright, and then you can see how you see your little profile, and then you can go here, and then you actually see your little workspace, I guess you could call it. As you can see, Visual Studio Online, you can create a project and all this other stuff. Your account is an early adopter account. Standard account. Alright, so I'm going to remove this for now. And as you can see, we're preparing for first use. This could take a couple of minutes, and as we see, it is. So once this gets started up, I'm going to go over how to issue your developer license, which is a pretty well used part of Visual Studio if you want to develop the Windows 8 apps, which eventually I think I will be going over. That's why I am going over these tutorials right now. And here we go, and we're loading, and we're in. Alright, so as we can see, we have it synced my theme. This is not the default theme. The default theme was that white one, but since I'm logged in with my account, it remembered that theme that I had before on my previous computer. I went ahead and refreshed my computer here. So as we can see, we have File, Edit, View, Debug, Team, Tools, Test, Analyze, Windows, and Help. If we go to Help, we can go down and press, no, that's not where we want to be. Okay, it should have actually asked us if we wanted to get one, or it should have asked us with UIC. It should have prompted you and said that you need one, and you can press it to get one. So I'm actually going to do one thing here to see if my developer license is working. I'm going to go ahead and go to let's see here. I'll go to JavaScript, and then I'll do Windows Store, and I will do a grid app just so we can see this. And I'll just name this one Test for time being, and I'll press OK. And we'll create the directory for the solution. Okay, now this is what we wanted. We were prompted with here that we have to get a developer license for 8.1. And again, if you can only have Pro and Enterprise in order to get the license. So it says we have to have to develop this kind of style for an app and for Windows 8.1. A developer license. Okay, so you kind of get what this is, and you can go ahead and press I agree. Make sure you are up to date on with the privacy statement, because there are fraudulent uses of licenses, and I'm not going to go over that. It's kind of self-explanatory. And as you can see, you have to log in. And it says it's getting my license because I already have one, and my license expires on the 7th. What will happen is when you'll have to renew your license before it expires, so you continue developing apps. If you miss it, you can still renew it. It's not a big issue. So anyways, we're still creating project tests because I had to go through all that. And as you can see now, we can go ahead and run this on our local machine. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to run this right on my local machine here. And we see we have the blank default little image here. That's fine. And then we can see that we're here, and we can see a big group of the tiles, and we can see we have our scrollable content here. And you can go ahead and press on item 1 and item 4, item 2. So anyways, I mean, we get what's going on here. It works fine. And that's how, in the workflow, how we will be developing apps. And in order to close this app out, all you have to do is go up to the top, press, and drag down, and pull it down to the bottom, and it's gone. And as you can see, I have a couple open apps here on the right here. I'm on the left, and I think that's actually it I have open. Okay, so anyways, you can see the apps kind of use this HTML layout here. And as you can see, if we were to open this up, I'm going to go over this one more time here. So I'm going to run this app on the local machine again. And this time I'm going to just pull over and slide it to the left here, and then I'm going to slim it right down, like so. So then I can go ahead and load my desktop to the right here, and then as you can see, we have the DOM Explorer. And this here is when we can highlight over something, and we can see it being interactive on the actual website, or on the app. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger here, so we can see what's going on. We have a div of a header template that there happens to not be shown. Anyways, we get down here where we have the fragment grouped items. So then we can see we have the header, the banner, and then we can see we have the main content, which happens to be the rest, happens to be in a section, and then we can see we have the horizontal, and inside of that we have data structure, and then we have the group title, and then we have more items such as that. And if you're familiar with the if you're familiar with the Twitter Bootstrap, you have like the column medium 12 or column medium so whatever. Well, now we have MS grid column 2, so it's kind of very self-explanatory. So that's just a style, it's not a class at all. So it's kind of nice. And so then if we open that up, we can see we have more content. I mean, it keeps on going. It's yeah, it just goes forever. So anyways, that's basically how this will all work. And anyways, to close the app, just pull it down, and then we can just shove it up and maybe, or pull it down. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so anyway, so then you can see you can kind of do that kind of a workflow with it. And then you can also go ahead and go to a remote machine. So if you happen to have a Surface RT or Pro, you can go ahead and do remote machine. And I'll go over this in a later tutorial because I will give a demonstration on my Surface. You have to install a program, and yes, it does work with the RT edition. It's Microsoft certified, so anyways, I'll go over how to download that and install that in another tutorial, and then I'll go ahead and how to sync them up. And then you press simulator here, the app will actually run on the Surface or another Windows 8 device that you have in your household. So that's what's really nice about Visual Studio. It's kind of opening Windows up to different areas that you can develop in. So that's it for right now, and in the future tutorial I will go over how to set up on the Surface and how to interact with both devices. Okay, well, thank you for watching and have a great day.